It was a buyer, it was an investor buyer, and great couple, right? Getting into their first investor purchase. And he was stressed, right? People get stressed about it. It's finances, I guess. Um, and so they made an offer on the home. And the next day, I think it was the next day, that offer was accepted. And I called and he's in the hospital. They'd taken him to the hospital for a possible heart attack. So I said, listen, when we talked the other day before you made the offer, you were happy. You're happy in your marriage. You're happy in your home. You're happy in your life. And I said, this house isn't going to be something great if it gives you a heart attack.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited about my guest. Listen, she braved a quick blackout to be here. She was persistent. So I thank her for her time even already. I value her time. And I know you're going to be able to see some things differently through her lens. And you know, that's what I love. I love when I get a chance to talk to people and talk about what they do and look through their lens when it comes to their perspective fields. And so I am so happy to introduce you all to Miss Cindy Chaisson. Miss Cindy, how you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you. It's nice to be here with you.
Absolutely. I'm glad to have you here again. Thank you for your persistence to be here today. And so I appreciate that. And so, Miss Cindy, I want to dive in. I want you to tell people what your main focus is these days. Maybe tell them a little bit of an origin story, like how you got started, doing what you do. And then, if you don't mind, tell us what part of the world you're in, if that's okay with you. So, main focus, the origin story, and where you are in the world. So, Miss Cindy, you have the floor, ma'am.
Sounds great. Well, I'm in sunny Florida, and
Ooh.
I got here about 10 years ago, so I am a transplant to Florida. I came from California. That is how I made my decision to go into the mortgage industry. Moving from one side of the coast all the way over to the other side of the coast, I was self-employed. So no matter what I did, I was going to have to start from ground zero. So I really put a lot of thought into what I wanted to do with my life, where my passion was, and where I wanted to be.
Mm,
Um, a little tidbit is I used to be a deputy sheriff back in California. And when I did that, at 36, I had never done a push-up. Well, I was
mhm,
doing about 1,000 push-ups a day. And in a 6-month academy, I was able to learn a whole new career and actually have the ability to be a deputy sheriff. So I took that same mentality. And when I came to Florida, I said, what do I want to do? I'm going to dedicate 6 months and I'm going to learn every single thing that I possibly can and learn the push-ups of the mortgage industry so that
mm,
I can do the back end just as well as I could perform in the front end later. So I did that and really got into the processing and the underwriting knowledge side of learning, why do loans fall out? How come that wasn't caught? How can we prevent something like that happening? Because it's devastating to a buyer. Then I went on and I did loan origination.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And then I became a broker, and I spent 8 years being a broker, working with the lenders, always still getting my hands into the processing and direct contact with the underwriters. I feel like I needed to know that part to help my clients best. And the last few years, I've really, really become passionate about investors and investing, helping investors get into whether it be their first or their 10th home. I think the knowledge is out there now and the interest is out there now. The industry is really catering towards investors right now.
Mm, I love it. You actually walked me right up into a question that I love to ask. And so for one, thank you for telling your journey, found your journey very, very exciting, like very, very informative. I say a lot on this podcast, destiny has no wasted moments. Meaning like the skills that we learn in whatever phase of our life, when we go to the next phase, we can apply those same skills. It may look different, maybe a different industry, but we can apply those same skills. So I love how you said you took the mentality of doing the push-ups. You took that to the mortgage industry. I mean, that was like brilliant. Like, I love that you said you were going to take 6 months to learn. And so with that mindset, I want to pick your brain on when it comes to personal strategies. What are some personal strategies that you have identified that help you out on the business side and personal side? And when I say that, some people, it may be consistency, it may be discipline, it may be meditation. Like, what are your strategies that you use that you know help center you as a person to be successful?
Definitely is remaining calm in a time of crises, right? So when you see a bank statement and somebody made some fantastic deposit that they weren't supposed to make, or they went and bought a couch,
Mm,
you can't panic at that point. You have to take a close look at it and go, how can we solve this? Almost everything is solvable, but you can't panic. So
mm,
I have the ability to take chaos and kind of see a tunnel through it and going, if I move all these things to the side, if I move this way, I think I can get this to work.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I absolutely love that. Chaos is only chaos until you make kind of order out of it. And until when like it is what it is, it's chaos. But within that chaos, you can bring order, you can bring structure. So it only
Peace.
starts that way. And oh, did you say peace?
Peace. Yeah.
What an
Yeah. Yeah.
incredible word. And so I like that. I like that you said you've remained calm. And so if you don't mind, if you're up to it, I would love to know at least maybe one story when you had a chaotic moment in front of you and you made peace, even in the midst of the chaos. Do you have any stories like that?
I do have one with you saying it like that. It was a buyer, it was an investor buyer, and great couple, right? Getting into their first investor purchase. And he was stressed, right? People get stressed about it. It's finances, I guess. Um, and so they made an offer on the home. And the next day, I think it was the next day, that offer was accepted. And I called, and he's in the hospital. They'd taken him to the hospital for a possible heart attack.
Mm,
So he actually picked up the phone. I said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "You shouldn't be, you know, picking up the phone." Yeah, actually, I knew after I called him, so I didn't know. I was just calling him, and he says, "Hey, I'm in the hospital." Right?
okay.
And I said,
Got
"No,
it.
no, no. You don't answer my call when you're in the hospital. You need to take care of you." And he said, well, this is just so stressful to me.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
This whole process of buying and, I might lose this, I might lose this. And I said, listen, when we talked the other day before you made the offer, you were happy. You're happy in your marriage, you're happy in your home, you're happy in your life. And I said, this house isn't going to be something great if it gives you a heart attack. I said,
Yeah.
so I think I need you to just take care of you right now. I can take care of all this stuff. And I said, I'll let you know if there's a time to stress about this, but there's not going to be. We already talked about everything. We already went through everything. I said, I know you're, you know, nervous, but let's try to be excited about it because there really is a great prize at the end. It's the keys to a brand new home. And I
Yeah.
said, so let's not do that. So
Yeah.
he ended up being fine. He bought the house.
Great storytelling. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for wrapping up at the end and didn't give us to be continued, like on a cliffhanger, like,
Yeah.
what happened? Yeah. So no,
I'll
thank you for that.
I'll have to check in on him.
Exactly right. We was talking backstage, and that's one of the things you said. You want to make it easy on people. And that was a great story because you put him at ease. Like, listen, be concerned about your health. Everything else is going to work out fine. And I'm glad to see that things worked out. So it's just a testament to you because this is what you said you do. And you just gave me a story about you actually doing it, putting people at ease with the process. And so I love to hear that from you. Miss Cindy, let me ask you, what are your next real goals? Like, what are you looking to do within the industry, or what are you looking to do personally? What's your next real goals for you?
I I am starting a podcast actually that I so that's why I was like, I've already familiar with certain things about it.
Uh,
Just trying to let people know that being an investor is not out of their reach,
mm,
whether they're in their young 20s or 60s and older and have never been an investor. And like I said, the market is really catering to investors right now. And social media has made the information very accessible to people that it's
yeah.
possible. However, they still don't know how to get there, right?
Mm,
They hear that it's possible, but a lot of people don't think it's for them. That
mm,
it might be possible for somebody else, but not for them.
yeah,
So I think of letting people know, like, no, this is just a normal thing, right? I've bought one. If I bought one, you could buy one. Everybody could buy one.
yeah. I love it, and people need to hear that encouragement. And so I'm so happy to hear that you're starting a podcast. And again, you said earlier one of your big things for you, one of your strengths would make you so special is that you help people overcome the fear of buying. And so I think, you doing that podcast, putting it in long form, putting strategies out there, putting it out there where people can come back to it, record it and come back to it and listen. I think that's going to be a great, great tool for you and a great, great tool for people. So let me applaud you now and say congratulations. I know you're just starting, but congratulations because that's going to be a very, very fruitful podcast for people. So I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now we're talking about people. We're talking about you connecting with, I'm gonna put it out there, hundreds, thousands of people. I want to talk about relationships. What are your perspective when it comes to building relationships? Is it important for your business to build relationships? As relationships serves you well? Like, what is your perspective on relationship building?
During the loan process, you end up having a relationship whether you want one or not. Because
Mm,
by the time we're done, I may have never met this person in person, right? But I know everything about them. I really do, right? And I know about their family. I know everything, every up and down in their finances. And you end up, they tell you a lot, right? And when you tell somebody a lot about everything in your life, it opens up your soul to
mm,
having a friend, right?
yeah.
And so I get a lot of people that will call me later and just say, hey, Cindy, I was going to make this decision about should I do this or this? And it's not buying another home, but it's something about maybe putting a pool in or something else. And that makes me feel good that, like I said, during the loan process,
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I think trust is very, very important because of all the financial information. I try to look at every single loan as though it's for myself, or better yet, if it's for one of my kids, my grown kids, right? I don't want them to be in a bad position. It's not just about doing a job for me. It is really trying to help them and put them in a better situation.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Listen, I wasn't didn't think I was gonna ask you this question, but I'm gonna ask you.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. What do you find more rewarding? What do you find more difficult? Being a sheriff deputy, or real estate? Which one is more difficult? Which one's more rewarding?
I think I think real estate is more difficult, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Um, Definitely, being a deputy sheriff was that was the most fun job ever in the whole entire world, right? I mean, the stories from it, you wouldn't even believe them. They're just hysterical, right? It was just comedy all the time.
Yeah.
Not a lot of, I mean, there's a little bit of heart in being a sheriff, but like, you know, those people that come back to you and say, "Thank you for arresting me." What? You're welcome. So, but there's not as many as those. When you help somebody buy a home or become an investor, home is where the heart is, right? I mean, home is where your family is, where you raise your children,
Yeah.
where you take care of your elderly parents, all kinds of different things. So home is really connected to people's heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's probably more
Great.
rewarding.
There you go. There you go. Listen, is there anything that you want to say that we haven't said? It could be about, what your business, what you do. Just it could be a word of inspiration, education, motivation. Is there anything that you want to say that we haven't said? Any topic that I haven't covered so far?
I guess if I were going to kind of put it out there to people, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes when they are maybe just looking at rates, right? Or they hear like though I call it water cooler talk,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Getting advice from everybody and anybody without really looking at like what the long-term effect is.
Yeah.
You and I have talked a little bit before, and I had told you that I am an investor of my own, and somebody would probably gasp at the interest rate that I purchased my investment home on. But it was not for the purchase at that moment, but for the purchase long term. And I think people get panicked about everybody wants the interest rate from COVID. Well, do you want another COVID? No, we don't want another COVID. So let's just go with the interest rate that works today. And no matter what, the market's going to do what the
Yeah.
market's going to do. And the real estate has always, a long time, been a great investment for people. Even when it drops, it comes back. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Miss Cindy, I thank you so much. Listen, I think this was a great episode. I thank you so much for just your knowledge, for you sharing. Well, I like to say for the gift of your vulnerability, sharing things that maybe you didn't have to share, but you shared. So if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you?
Phone is always the best. Text is what people prefer, right? It feels like a safe spot, and I welcome that any time of the day. It is my personal cell phone that I give out. I don't keep two phones. My phone number is 561-246-9586. I'm located in Florida, but you know, I do turn the phone off in the middle of the night because there would be some people calling at 2 in the morning.
I'm
I
sure
love
hubby appreciate that, right?
it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Miss Cindy, I want to sincerely thank you for your time because our time is very valuable. So thank you for your time. Definitely thank you for your story. I really, really appreciate you taking time out to tell us kind of the origin story and walk us up to what you're doing now. I really appreciate that. And then thank you for your perspective. Thank you for the way you think. Thank you for your servitude to people, really helping people. And I love only known you for a little bit of time, but thank you for being consistent about who you are. That's what I've picked up in a little bit of time that we've been with each other. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Same here. So listen, y'all heard Miss Cindy. You can't tell me you didn't get the value out of this conversation. So definitely hit her up, not 2 in the morning because you're not going to get through. But but hit her up. It's definitely in Florida if you need her. But definitely make sure you are subscribed here. You do not want to miss out on these valuable conversations that we're going to continue to have with incredible guests just like Miss Cindy. So thank you again, ma'am, and to Miss Chaisson. I'm gonna take a shot at it.
You did a nice job.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And everyone else, we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.